Today we are going to be learning how to subtract two two-digit numbers in two different ways. First, I will demonstrate by using a set model with base 10 blocks, and then I will show a linear model using a number line. Let's start off by reading our word problem. Miss Rodriguez had 66 valentines. Mrs. Rodriguez gave some to her students. Now she has 28 left. How many valentines did Mrs. Rodriguez give to her students? In this problem, we see two numbers, 66 and 28. We know we are subtracting because we are finding out how many valentines Mrs. Rodriguez gave to her students, since we know she had 28 left over from the original amount of 66. Since we are subtracting, we're going to use the bigger number, which is 66, and subtract the smaller number, 28, to get our solution. The first way I'll demonstrate how to solve this problem will be with base 10 blocks. Since we have the number 66, we know that that equals out to 6 tens and 6 ones when we look at our place value. So let's take out 6 tens and 6 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 6 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And when we look at our other number, 28, we know that 28 is 2 tens and 8 ones. So 1, 2 tens, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 ones. Now that we have them next to each other, we can go ahead and subtract 28 from 66. When we subtract, we start with the ones place. The ones place we see is 6 minus 8. However, we can't do this because we only have 6 ones, and we can't subtract 8 ones from 6 ones because there's not enough. Now, a common misconception that students have at this point would be to borrow from the tens place. This could be confusing to students because the term borrowing means that you will give something back. However, when subtracting, we don't give back what we borrow. Instead, we will regroup. It is important for the student to understand regrouping so they can understand how to subtract correctly. So now I'll demonstrate the correct way by regrouping. To be able to subtract 8 ones from 6 ones, we must take away 1 10 rod from the number 66 and put it and regroup that 1 10 rod into 10 ones. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So now we have 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 ones. Now we're able to subtract 8 from 16. So let's match those up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're taking away 8 ones, and let's count how many we have left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have 8 ones left, so we know that is what's going to go in the ones place. Now, since we took 1 rod away from the number 66, we're left with 5. And since we're taking away 2, we will have 1, 2, 3 rods left. So we will put 3 in the tens place. So now we know that Mrs. Rodriguez gave her students 38 valentines. Now another way to demonstrate this problem would be using a number line. So let's move that away. So let's look at our number line. If you notice, the number line is skipping by 2 each time. 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and so on. Now remember, we're trying to find out how many Valentines Mrs. Rodriguez gave to her students. So again, we will find out what 66 minus 28 is to find our solution. To start off, we'll look at our number line and start with our biggest number in the word problem, which is 66. So looking at the number line, 66 is right here. We will count backwards by 2's on the number line until we count to 28. We do this because we are taking away 28 from 66. So let's count to 28 by 2's and see what number we land on for our solution. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28. When we got to 28, we landed on the number 38. That is the solution to Mrs. Rodriguez's Valentine's question. Mrs. Rodriguez gave her students 38 Valentines. So as you can see, we can find that answer using a linear model with the number line or a set model with the base blocks.